When we travel to a new location, we are bound to see things we haven't seen before. We eat new things, try new things, and have experiences that we might not have had at home. But we recognize when things are out of the ordinary. Blame conspiracy theories or sci-fi movies, but there are some things that travelers have seen that aren't quite right. It's a cool feeling when we come across an unplanned situation or experience, and sometimes those make the best memories. But these photos show that some things aren't meant to be seen with the naked eyes. These strange photos have no explanation and were taken by adventurers in a perfectly normal location. You could blame it on being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you could blame it on being exactly where these people were supposed to be. So let's dive in. Returning to the days when a couple could take photos with a frown on their face and it would be perfectly normal. This man and woman probably thought they were about to perform a routine task. But they were in for a surprise. This female apparition allegedly appeared after they received their images back, and it's assumed they got quite a scare. In the summer of 1964, a man snapped an innocent photograph of his young daughter holding flowers. He thought it would be a good one for the photo album, but when they received the actual photos, they noticed something in the background. A mysterious figure in the background was dubbed the Solway Spaceman, and there is still no explanation in 50 years later. Thousands of creepy dolls are hung among the trees on the Island of Dolls. A local legend says that it all started with a man moving here in the 1950s on the island of Xochimilco. He discovered a deceased girl and her doll and resolved to avenge her spirit by hanging her doll. As he discovered more dolls, more began to appear. For years, people have claimed to have seen Bigfoot or something resembling it, but the urban legend has never really taken hold. In this case, a local hunter got creative and decided to hang video cameras to capture nighttime action. They caught what they thought was an adolescent Bigfoot, but it was actually a local animal. This photo appears to be from an old vintage truck. But one person stands out, the guy with the sunglasses. This photograph began circulating on the internet in 2010, but it was taken in 1941 at the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada. The man's clothing was available at the time, but he still stands out among the crowds. There is a stretch of woodland in western Poland. This appears to be normal until the strange collection of trees appears. These words were given the name, Crooked Forest, because of the shape of the trees. Nobody knows what caused these trees to grow in this manner, but they have a creepy vibe to them. Consider taking a simple photograph of a cabin to remember that specific moment in time. This photo would have stayed on the photographer's phone for years if the strange form hadn't appeared as well. Apparently, the photo wasn't supposed to include anything other than the house, but that wasn't the case. As normal as the house is, its unusual shape gives it an ominous appearance. Some people believe there is life beyond our world, while others do not. In any case, this photo of the moon is quite interesting. According to conspiracy theorists, a pyramid structure was discovered on the rock, proving that it was built by aliens. That's a little far-fetched, but it's a fun thought. Beyond Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, Queensland is home to a lesser-known creature. The Hook Island sea monster. A giant tadpole-like sea dweller was photographed in the winter of 1964. Because shadows can be deceiving, it could be a school of fish. No one has come forward with an explanation as of yet. Nature is weird, and sometimes there is no explanation behind what Mother Nature has given us. But this takes the cake as the weirdest. A passerby might have mistaken this for the undead rising again, or they might do a quick search and find out these come from the mushroom family. While they are non-toxic, they aren't edible either. So leave them where they are. What are your thoughts on the images that I've highlighted? Please share your thoughts or comments in the section below.